question then is, how did it happen? How did things come to such a pass? Look at the huge presence of American troops in Afghanistan. How did the ISIS become such a formidable force in a country where so many American soldiers are present? The answer, ironically, may lie with the Taliban and the position the Taliban now occupies in Afghanistan. Our next report explains why Afghanistan became fertile ground for this new terror monster to take root.
When it comes to peace in Afghanistan, there's been a lot of talk. Kabul is talking to Washington and Moscow. Moscow is also talking to the Taliban, but not to Washington. While the Taliban is talking to everyone, but isn't too keen on chit-chat with the Afghan government. The result is a political vacuum. No one really knows who's in charge. The situation is ripe for the picking, and ISIS hasn't slipped up on the opportunity. Adding to the confusion is the fact that the US under Donald Trump is more committed to a troop withdrawal than ever before. There are roughly 14,000 American soldiers on the ground in Afghanistan, and casualty numbers aren't pretty. For now, the US has placed peace ahead of the pullout.
We have started discussion for the withdrawal of US forces, but for the past few weeks, my struggles were focused on providing a ground for intra-Afghan talks. That is the first step for further discussions, but there hasn't been no proper progress yet.
But the Taliban aren't willing to wait. They want peace through the establishment of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. And for that, foreign military presence in the country is a big no.
The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan is committed to peace. We believe that, first of all, the obstacles on the way to peace must disappear, meaning any interference in Afghanistan should be stopped.
If a withdrawal does take place, no one will fill the gap. Least of all Russia, who doesn't want to get its hands dirty in Afghanistan again.
Russia is convinced that there is no military solution to the conflict in Afghanistan. The only way of settlement is reaching peace through political and diplomatic means. We support the full withdrawal of foreign troops from the country and call on all parties in Afghanistan to start the talks in which a wide range of political and civic forces will be represented. At the same time, we reconfirm our commitment to preserving Afghanistan's state unity and integrity, in which numerous confessional and ethnic groups co-live in peace and harmony.
The proposition of establishing peace and preserving Afghanistan's security and integrity seem almost ironic given the current situation in the country. According to the US military, the Taliban either controls or contests 44% of the country's districts. But military analysts peg that figure at 61%. Either way, the Afghan government controls little territory and commands perhaps even lesser authority. The struggle for power has allowed ISIS-K to take root and hang on. The group has spread its influence through delegitimizing existing power structures, attacking ideas of democracy, and exploiting frustration among the populace. It has also emerged as the credible alternative for disaffected Talibani fighters. Those who find the Taliban's co-option by the United States a betrayal, and those who find the Taliban's focus too limited while envying the international attention enjoyed by the Islamic State. In the current context, IS is almost the son come home to challenge the father on his own turf. The question is, who's going to fix the feud before it's too late? Bureau Report, WION, World is One.